What's going on, guys? It's Shane with Blacktop Racing, and I am doing another car review, or should I say an autocross car review. I always wanted to kind of do this because I like driving other people's cars just to see the different things and you know, really just kind of see what fits me the best. But I keep saying but. There's no but. This is just awesome. People are letting me drive their cars, and I give them the feedback, how it feels, and this is episode deuce. So here I am in Matt Jones. This is, let's see here, 2013 Subaru BRZ Premium. This is the car that I wanted. Actually, I wanted limited just because of the little keyless stuff. But either way, this car is basically what I wanted in this color, which is the nice little white, but I wish they had that damn aspen white. All right, so I got a sheet of all his mods because this is STX. It isn't like you can just put 2 or 3 things on. You can put a slew of things on. So I'm gonna go through the formalities. So he's running Rota Titans. They're 17x9s, offset of 35 plus 35. And that's one of the reasons why he's running that is because he needs to clear the AP Racing front brakes. Yes, he has bigger brakes because it gives you a better feel, and I drove another car with that and it does feel awesome. Subaru's stock brakes are known to be a little bit squishy, so the best ticket is just to go with the AP Racing. You won't even have any worries, and it stays the same all the time, which is good as far as what I've driven anyway. He has the rivals on these. So the last car was running the Bridgestones, and this has the rivals. So I'm gonna get to feel out cars that are similar, but they're also different, right? Let's see which one can get me to that limit the quickest. HKS catless header, Motiv Concepts over pipe and catted front pipe, Magnaflow catback, Perrin 3-inch cold air intake, Moto-East tuning, using ECUTEK, and the other car was also tuned by Moto-East. Shout out to him. And it's tuned for both 93 and 100. And obviously, we're in Maryland, so it's gonna most likely be 93. For those national events, however, when you got 100, pump it up. Why not? He then has a HKS Hipermax SP IV dampers, and the coil springs are 400 front, and then the rear are 350. So they have, from episode 1 to 2, they have the same spring rate but different shocks. Let's see if we feel any difference here on the bumpy FedEx lot. He has a Whiteline 20mm front sway bar, stock rear bar, RacerX Fabrication rear lower control arm. The camber settings in the front is -3.2. Front toe is 0. The rear is -2.0, and the as far as camber, and then the toe in the rear is 1/16. So as you can see, I'm in some nice huggable Sparcos, and these are the Sparco Evos. I love these seats just as much as I do love my Recaros in my personal car, of course. So these also have the Buddy Club rails. AP Racing front calipers with the Ferodos, which I mentioned before. Torque Solutions engine mount. The Whiteline differential, subframe, and shifter bushing inserts. Raceseng crank pulley, and Shorai lightweight battery. He wants to give a shout out to Sam Strano, which has helped him develop the car, and Sam Strano has helped a lot of people with the car, so check him out at stranoparts.com. So, all right, enough with the formalities. Let's get a going, shall we? All right, so the biggest thing in this car that I gotta remember, turn off the damn traction control. So since Matt is currently working out in his worker position, I have to do this myself. So you hold down the little traction off button for about 5 seconds, and that is it. Seating position is about where I want it. I just want to zoom. Nah, I'll just leave it the same. And yeah, we are go. So let's wind down the windows, get some air in this son bitch. I'll turn on his camera just because I assume that he may want to see some of the video. Oh, he failed. He has no SD card. You fail, Matt. You fail. All right, so exhaust-wise, this car feels a lot more rumble down under. So, which is weird, I guess.
Okay, how does Zappo get a rerun this?
It is what it is.
81.1.
I'm gonna go ahead and get through here. Wind up the windows as we approach, but man, it is lovely outside today. Although it says that it's 96 degrees, the car's just been sitting. So the tarmac is probably that hot, but as we get going, it feels more like a high 80s, but it's nice and windy. So we'll see what's up. I actually haven't driven the Rivals in quite some time. So let's see how these compare to the REs. The REs are on my personal car. So the twins. So this is the Subaru variant. The one that I drove before was the FRS variant. There isn't much difference as far as the engineering standpoint. So there is a difference when you go to the street class. So but this is ST class, STX to be specific, which is Street Touring Extreme. So in this car, you can do more mods. So at that point, the cars are pretty much the same. You don't have to worry about anything. So first run, I'm gonna just kind of feel the car out, warm up the tires. They are Rivals, so typically the second run is gonna be the fast one. So let's go. So a lot of wheel spin off the brake. Car feels nice and composed, just like it's a little understeer because cold tires. Power feels a little better actually. Yeah, there's a little bit more power, or the way that the Rivals are not putting it down at the moment until they're warmed up. A little cold coming through the sketchy slalom here. This is putting down the power very well, and it seems, I don't know if it's just an audible thing, but it's actually just sounds more aggressive. My feet are trembling. The tires allow a lot of slip, which I'm not used to, which I actually like. It reminds me of the Cougs, and the car is still technically cold, but it's starting to come under its own right now. So around a 59.6 on my first run. So we'll see how everything fares. The tires are warming up, but it feels like it has more. So it has a little bit more oomph, but at the same time, it may not actually be faster in a straight line. It just feels like.
Why is he running DMOD time?
Hey,
I
paid for my session, damn it.
Soft packs. That's it. Soft packs. Man, I'm telling you, Vinibos is the fastest, and all the girls like them.
All right, so I had to say hi to some folks. So now the tires are going to be nice and warm. I am taking back-to-back runs, so the only time that I'm getting to really sit down is in this line. So let's talk about the car for a second. I don't know if it's how the tires are, the setup, or what, but the rear doesn't do this little chatter bite thing that the REs do. This allows a lot more slip. So I think I can actually be on the gas a lot more aggressive. Now, I was sliding all over the place as the car is getting warmed up, and that's one of the things with the Rivals. It has never been known for that first run to be awesome. It takes a little bit temp, but the trade-off is when it's hot as hell outside, you don't have to spray them and so forth as much as the REs. That first run, you can go out and have a flyer. Second run is good too. Shoot, arguably the third run is. But the Rivals, as temps go up, they're in a little bit more favor. That's when they really shine, in my opinion. This is nothing scientific, goddammit, so don't go, oh, the Rivals are this, or the Bridgestones is that. Goddammit, just a review. All right, shut up. So, so right now, this car feels nice. It goes through the slaloms nice and good. Again, I'm a little timid. So on the first run, of course. So we'll see how the second run actually fares. The brakes, as usual, feel really nice. These AP Racing brakes is really a must on these cars. The Subarus, they just get really soft. I own a Subaru, so I am quite aware of their lacking when it comes to brakes. Feel. So the car feels not as edgy. So with the with the REs on the other car, it felt different. And it's not a bad thing, okay? Don't take this as a bad thing at all. It's just a little different. It's a little bit more numb, but the grip is there. And that's the one thing that I wasn't quite aware of, is that, hey, there's still a lot of freaking grip. So now, let's haul some ass. All right, so that's the biggest thing here. Hot dog. Man, oh man. Not as fast as a Miata, but hey, I can carry tires to an event, right? That's really the big trade-off. And will this be moved to STR? I don't know. We'll see. All right, guys. Little slippage off the line. There. It rotates well under power. It's not used to where the grip levels are on this, but it's good. Braking is real good. The nose comes in just like the REs, but it pushes a little bit mid-corner. Dance this car a little bit, but it's fine. The grip is there. It just allows you to slide the car. You can do it a lot more progressive versus the REs, I feel. So let's see what the times are. It is faster. I know the course a little bit better right now, but a 58.0, it's different. So with the Rivals, you're allowed to slide, and we can't just go by time alone, because I'm seeing the course more. But by feel, I do like these. I like the Rivals. I have to admit, it's weird. Initially, it's not as sharp as I wind up the windows. It's not as sharp. But is that a problem? No. Because I felt as though I can slip this car a little bit more, which is more my driving style anyway. I can slide this car a little more, and it's not like, you know? So that's one thing that I have to say. This, in comparison to Darlin's Mobile that he's been running with from Steve Metchell's, it's a win-win. You can't really go wrong. It kind of just goes with the comfort level. This car soaked up the bumps very well. Nothing really kind of threw me off. As I said, the cars, both of them, will be in the 57. That was a 58.0. And then on episode 1, you saw that I ran the FRS, same course, but I only saw the course, it really drove it. That was my second run. This is my fourth run. So, you know, let's take the times out because they're close enough at this point. So let's just say by initial feel, win. A little bit more numb, but you can have more slip as long as you just say, hey, it's going to slip. The other one, you have to drive with a little bit more precision. That other car, the FRS, didn't seem to understeer as much mid-corner versus this did. But I can just keep rolling on the gas, and the Rivals will just keep going at same traction, but then whether it's the rear breaking loose or the front keeping the same amount of grip, that then it becomes neutral again. So it's a little bit more understeer in that nature. So the cars are set up really nice. I like them. I like them a lot. So in the end, you can't go wrong with these. the twins, man, both cars are different, but they're the same. So have fun, man. That's the beauty of ST. So you can just throw on certain parts. It'll seem a little different. The alignments may be around the same thing, and then boom, the cars feel very similar. So if you're a Twins fan, which I am, fanboy here, yes, screw you all. It doesn't have enough power, which it doesn't. But it's fun. It's like a Miata. But it's a coupe with the fucking back seat that not even a child can fit in. But tires can. Screw the children. Get the tires. That's it. Out, guys. Catch you next time.